Recently, this user uploaded a 45-minute video about Mugen and its history and past. I'm going to be debunking all the points that he makes within this video, as most of them are misinformation, false, or flat out wrong. If you're wondering why I skip through portions of this video, it's either dead air or useless information that's not relevant.
I will not go over past drama relating it to games, groups, and servers because it's pointless, it's irrelevant, and it'll make the video at least 3 times longer.
That was a complete and utter lie. Around the halfway mark of this video, all the points that he brings up are from the past.
As I've seen, he bans any and all players from several myth groups from playing and joining their games. Now, I have been told that the real reason was because of some beef between them, but I don't have really any evidence to support that.
Because he views it as a danger. A lot of groups have pedophiles within high ranks. A good example is RM, such as the owner, Kazdam, is a very well-known and infamous pedophile. The myth community should not be welcome on Roblox. It produces mentally ill psychopaths.
Huge fan base to a smaller portion of that.
I don't even know why this is even included in the video. Those 2 images that were showed on screen was when we accepted everyone within the group because the group owner was banned, so the group was essentially useless. Accepting everyone in the group just basically was an advertisement for the new group, hence why the amount of people were leaving, because being in the group was legitimately useless. Also, another thing. One of these background images that you're using is completely wrong. Flirted with a girl with no confirmed age. This is related to a forum post that Boston made back in 2015 when he was like 12. Bribes people to advertise for his game. Not only is this just twisted wording, it's advertising. We ask developers to advertise the games because we want people to play it. And most developers that are asked to advertise it do it for free willingly. As a famous dev tracker, this is just a way to contact developers if they want to advertise our game. Tried to hire someone who he actively knew IP locked people. Ironically enough, Viagra, or Viagra I'll just call him, is the one who IP locks people, which you're using as a source, by the way. This guy is a complete and utter fucking psychopath who thrives on attention. This is the same guy that hijacked one of Mr. Obvious's accounts and pretended to be an active pedophile. Doxed Flamingo. Not only is that completely untrue, he was actually framed by Rust. I already explained this to Albert and his editor, Speedy. Here's Rust giving Albert's address in a cipher to Mugen, which Mugen has no idea what it even is. The reason why Mugen didn't question it is because Rust Games is already known for having real-world locations within his game, so he thought it was a part of that. Here's me explaining to Albert a couple years ago what actually happened. What Albert told Fiddlepat was complete mismemory. He didn't mean to say that.
Maybe you could say the owner is a paranoid little bitch. Well, you could say that the owner's behavior is a bit different compared to the former owners.
Boston's paranoia is completely justified. When you've been stalked by actual fucking criminals for years, it's understandable why he's fucking paranoid. When you have morons like such as yourself uploading 45-minute long videos that still somehow retain old lies that have been debunked years ago, I don't blame him.
Drama. Now, this is very important because this would lead to high toxicity.
This image, I don't even know why this is even in the video. Not true. The people that raided the server weren't even a part of Mugen, nor were they even in their server. And even if they were banned, and Boston was completely not okay with what they did. I mean, I literally have screenshots of Boston not condoning it. Here's an image of Boston questioning one of the raiders that posted gore. Here's another image of Boston asking what happened when the server was raided. Mugen playing no role in the raid, the owner still tries to report him to get him banned anyways. I have no idea why this is even mentioned in the video.
You can sometimes expect DDoSing.
I also don't know why this image is included. In the image itself that you're using as evidence, Mugen literally questions, why? Who cares? Don't waste your time bullying some 13 to 14-year-old. He clearly does not condone this. Even further proving this, I also have screenshots from this exact chat DM. Here's the same exact chat history. Mugen pings the guy who's leaking his IP, as he's clearly not okay with it. Here's another screenshot from the same DM history. Does this look like Boston is condoning this or is okay with it? Because it clearly doesn't look like that. In this image, Mugen is not happy with the video that is uploaded about him, because it's all misinformation. It tarnishes his image. He has every right to not be okay with it. What I don't agree with is what he did. That is a completely fair and valid point. You should have not targeted your friends.
Certain someone higher up acts, and in this case, the owner himself. Oh, we're going to get into it now. I can't wait!
The original uploader of this video is very oddly excited about possibly ruining the career of a Roblox developer. I just find that odd how he included that in the video, and I just wanted to point that out. Might say some things about their character.
The earliest posts that I could find of Boston even being in Mugen via the Roblox forums, he's always been a bit toxic and kind of overly aggressive to the players. So if you try to...
The reason why he's overly aggressive is because this is just genuinely normal forumer behavior. Most people on the forums back then were, hence why I'm kinda glad the forums are fucking gone. It was a pile of shit. Then he shows another image of Albert talking about the time that his address got leaked. Mugen never threatened to leak it. At all. It was only in a private game for Albert to see to make a video. The reason why Albert said this is because once again, he misremembered. This was because of Rust, not Mugen. Also, Fiddlepat knows this is untrue.
His henchmen, basically, they turned a myth's game. At the time, his name was Alone Traveler. I made a video about him once because he actually seemed somewhat interesting. They turned his game into... well, there's no real easy way to put it, but they turned his game into a Nazi sex game, so, not cool, man. Not cool. I'm sure that there was a very good reason on why they would do this, huh?
For starters, you didn't even get the account or game right. It was Dean Hawks that Mugen was given access to. And even then, his reasoning was completely justified, as someone gave Mugen false information about Alone Traveler being a pedophile, which is why he wanted the account deleted. Here's a user telling Boston that a lone traveler is flirting with a 15-year-old girl. Continuation, and the final screenshot. And then he shows an account that Mugen got banned, which literally just prioritized leaking all of his assets. So I don't even know how this is a bad thing. If anything, this was completely justified. Mugen had every right to get this guy banned. I mean, you literally pointed out in your own video. In this segment, he shows the fact that Boston was given access to some grocery gang accounts, which he didn't break into at all. He was straight up given the accounts. Fiddlepat himself had to explain that you're a fucking moron in the comments section. Once again, using a psychopath as a source of information. Plus, the funny thing is, I mean, he literally knows why Mugen got the account ban. I mean, he points it out in the image. Why is this here? Oh, and another thing, even though this is sarcasm, it's still incredibly weird about liking little children. During this whole segment, the uploader tries to paint Boston in a bad light for exposing Kazdam for who truly was because his methods of doing it was against terms of service. Not only is this an utterly fucking retarded argument, it does the exact opposite of what you're trying to do. This makes Mugen once again look incredible. The reason why Boston broke terms of service, because if he didn't, Kazdam would still be here. If he never took control of the group and Discord and ruined it, then the message would have not spread further than it would have. Honestly, good riddance.
And for someone that is against pedophilia, it's a bit worrying to see these messages. Now, I know that these are a bit far-fetched to be called evidence accusing him of being a pedophile, which
Then why the fuck is this in the video? Also, this is the image that was being referred to him as him flirting with a girl with an unidentified age. You wanna know how old he was? 12. 12 in this. This is being used as evidence against Boston. Completely fucking ridiculous. And then even worse, Boston already cleared this up. So why is this in the video? In this segment, he then repeats himself as he's saying that Boston is a passive-aggressive person, And then he tries to somehow manipulate this into him being extreme for trying to ban people for breaking TOS. GG_2box is Doublebox. If you don't know who Doublebox is, he's a middleman in trading who recently was exposed for scamming his own fan out of 12 million Robux. Not only that, he was literally streaming on Twitch buying limiteds with USD and gambling. If you don't believe me, I mean, there's several videos about it too. This was a fucking huge story. Once again, I have no idea how this is somehow being twisted into something it's not. In this segment, the uploader tries to frame Boston as lying to his audience. It's completely untrue. This image is referencing Sevignon, or however the fuck you say his name, I don't care. Sevignon has been harassing Mugen for years now, and has been raiding his game with bots. Recently, his PC was confiscated by Denmark police for possession of child pornography for downloading Sad Satan. He claims that he did not know the game had child pornography, which is complete and utter bullshit. That's why Sad Satan is popular to begin with, because it has illegal content in it from the deep web. He then tries to label Boston as an extremist for trying to get people banned for breaking terms of service, which makes zero sense. In this segment, he talks about the Game Pass within one of Mugen's games that puts a bunch of codes up onto the top of the screen. There is actually an explanation for this. So basically, random sentences are put through Google Translate multiple times and then encrypted, and sometimes it brings out shit like that. And even then, all that content has been removed from the game since, as it could get banned.
So, in the duration of me making this video, Boston contacted Newbie and basically said if I did not take down that video, he would search me and all of my friends' inventories for anything that is against TOS to get us banned. To me, that's kind of hard to see, because those people are my friends, and I care about them quite a lot, and I don't want them having their accounts banned over something that I did or I made just because someone was mad about it. Now, the reason why you being mad, yes, that is the valid reason, but you attacking innocent people? Nah, man. Nah, I cannot. I just can't. So yeah, that's a bit fucked up, yeah?
This is a completely valid point. I do understand why Boston was angry, as your video was complete defamation of character. It was all wrong information and painted him in the worst light possible. And you're doing it again right now. I do believe that he should have never went after your friends. That was completely low of him to do. I agree. I will not defend Boston on that. So in conclusion, this video was a complete and utter fucking waste of my 45 minutes. As I've said before, well edited, but not well researched.
I bet someone is certainly quivering in their pants right about now.